Hey, it's Tom from Pack Hacker, and in this video we are taking a detailed look at the Air City Pack, which I've been testing over the last 2 weeks. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so we can keep helping you find the right gear. Let's get into it. So the primary material on the Air City Pack is Air's classic 1680D ballistic nylon. So if I bring that up to the camera, you can see the basket weave they have going on there. We have plastic Duraflex hardware on places like the strap adjusters and the sternum strap, which is a solid pick. And then we've also got YKK zippers throughout the bag of a couple of different varieties and flavors, which I'll get into more as we go through all the features on this bag and what's good and what's bad. So let's kick it right off with the harness system. Overall, I found this pretty comfortable to wear. One of the problems that I've had personally at 6'2" with previous airbags is the back is a little bit flat and it doesn't really contour to my back. And I sort of get this thing which I call hover back. You can take a look at the photos for this review over on the review page at packhacker.com. But this top part here, you can see there's a bit of a kind of triangular piece of fabric here. And what that does is it allows this top part to curve around your body and your shoulders, which just gives it a better fit and allows this to sit on my back a little bit more naturally. And I've seen this in bags like the Evergoods CHZ and the Evergoods CPL24. So it's not new to the backpack world, but I'm definitely glad that Air added it for some of their smaller bags. I think it's a really great addition and I find it really comfortable. The one thing Evergoods does that Air didn't is they kind of have they use this extra space on top for a little pocket as well. And you have some extra space in the back here. You do have that fabric in the main compartment, but on the Evergoods it's kind of cool. They got a little pocket up there to utilize that space. All right, so that covers that. I mean, no need for load lifters on a pack of this size, but having that top part is very, very helpful. Straps themselves are nice and padded. Got some decently thick foam. I didn't have any discomfort issues with this bag during my time using it during the 2 weeks of testing, so that's really great. We got mesh on the back here to promote airflow, and then we also have on the back panel here 2 pieces of padded mesh, which I find pretty comfortable and pretty standard for Air. This right here is a luggage pass-through or a handle. I like to grab it when I'm getting in and out of the car. In this way, it's just a little bit easier. If it's horizontally, laying down on the seat, it's easier to grab it here than like tilting it up and grabbing it by the top handle. We have a Hypalon tag on the side here. That's another material you'll see on this bag a decent amount. Let me get that up to just focus in for you. There you go. So that's just the Air tag made of Hypalon. It's got a nice rubbery feel to it. And then we've got a D-ring on the opposite side should you want to hang anything with a carabiner clip outside of the front of your bag. Sternum strap is relatively standard. We've got Duraflex that allows it to slide up and down. We have magnetic buckles here as well, which personally as a sternum strap, I don't really like these because I always have to kind of pull this away from my body and then disengage this. I like a buckle that can just go straight across like that. But with this, you're kind of pulling it into yourself and then taking it apart. I think these magnetic buckles work really well. In some areas, I just personally don't like them for sternum straps. Your mileage may vary. It is pretty slick and low profile though, and people like magnets, so I guess that makes sense. Sternum strap adjusts, again, yeah, relatively easily on this single track, kind of seatbelt-like webbing here. Strap keeper on the sternum strap as well. We also have strap keepers down below here made of elastic, which are fine. They work, they manage the strap a little bit more. You've got little loops here on the bottom if you want to adjust the straps a little bit quicker. And then yeah, just standard Duraflex buckle adjusters. So that covers the harness system. One of the big things about it is this top part now that curves back. I really, really appreciate that design feature. Nothing much going down at the bottom of the thing. And then we have a handle up here at the top, which is nice and padded. It's none of that just single strap of nylon webbing here. We got some padding inside of a kind of tube of nylon webbing. So it's soft to the touch. It's also padded, so if this thing really loaded up, it's still comfortable to grab. And we have the same handle on this back side. Now, one of the things about where this handle is anchored is you kind of get a crooked grab here. So, you know, if I'm holding it, the back panel kind of bows out. It should be like this, if that's straight up and down. Minor gripe, I mean, you're not gonna be carrying this thing briefcase style. It is a backpack, it's not a convertible bag. So just note that if you plan to do that. Okay, so that, let's see, the water bottle pocket here. We have some 1680D ballistic nylon and this piece of elastic here. You know, I'm not really sure how long this is gonna last, this elastic piece here. Time will tell as it's used for longer. And then we have a gusseted pocket here. I think I like the old way that Air did their water bottle pockets a little bit better. It was kind of like a zipper and some mesh. But this totally gets the job done. And inside I've just got my 18-ounce Yeti Rambler that I want to show you fits in there well. It does cut into that main compartment a little bit. As you can see, there's a bit of a concave right here. So if you pack it out really, really heavy and full on the inside, you're not really going to have a ton of extra space to play with this water bottle. That elastic's just going to can stretch further, but the gusseted fabric, the 1680D ballistic, only goes so far out. I'm going to set this water bottle off to the side for now, kind of get it out of the way here. You'll also see there's a Duraflex D-ring down there at the bottom if you want to attach anything else. You know, one of the things that it can be nice for too is just if you have like a tripod in here or an umbrella or something long, just using it to, you know, clip a carabiner to the like paracord part of the umbrella, just so everything stays locked in. And if it does slide out of that pocket, it's still hanging on your bag. So I like that little bit of a feature there. It's obviously not an accessory strap that goes, you know, across the bag like that to really hold anything down, but it's just a simple little piece that can add to the carry if you would like it to. All right, now let's get on to the interior of the bag, starting with this front pocket. We have an AquaGuard YKK zipper that is just synonymous with Air at this point, basically splitting the bag in half, going horizontally across the bag. Just gives it that Air look. We have a Hypalon zipper garage here too on the side, which helps keep dirt and extra moisture out. Then these two pieces, these two loops here, are actually little grips. So you can grab onto them and open the zipper, or you can close the zipper while you're holding onto the bag, which is a nice little touch. Also, you can see that it's a loop. So if you wanted to hang anything off of this bag, you totally could just use that as another attachment point, similar to the D-rings that we went over earlier. All right, if I'm gonna pull this pocket open, there's a key clip on the inside here. Now, if you swing this bag around to your front, you can get access to this, unlock any doors that you may need to unlock. The length of the leash is pretty good, so you can probably keep it on the leash instead of taking this off. I also like this key clip. It's better than what I've seen Air provide in the past. So you can see it's like a mini carabiner clip, which I appreciate. Okay, let me just put that back on. And then on the inside of this bag as well, I just have a small notebook here so that I can show you what can fit inside. So this is a small Moleskine notebook. I'm gonna put it back in here because I wanna just give you an idea of really how kind of packed this bag can get between the separate compartments. So I'm gonna pull this in, and then I'm going to zip this closed. All right, and now let me open up this front pocket. So we can see here, I mean, perfect example, this actually got jostled around. So this was inside of this pocket. And then I think when I flipped the bag over earlier on the video, it came out, which is totally understandable. But stuff can jostle around inside of these pockets. They're not extremely grippy. But yeah, especially these bottom pockets, which are relatively loose. So you can see there's kind of a lot of extra slack there. I've got my MacBook Pro charger down here. This is for a 16-inch MacBook Pro, so it's the biggest brick that they've got. And then I just have the USB-C cable wound up down there at the bottom. And you can already see just kind of like the fatness that's coming out of here. Especially on this side, you can see that it's poking out here a little bit more because of this. little bit of a thin battery bank on this side, which doesn't poke out as much. Mesh pocket here, I've just got a Zippo lighter in here right now. This liner pocket I've got glasses in, and then I've got field notes on this side. So nothing too crazy, pretty average stuff. And then I've got a pen here as well. All right, and then in this mesh pocket, this zippered pocket on top, which is obstructed by these two, if they're a little bit taller, I'm just gonna pull my glasses out here and set them off to the side just to get access. I've just got a Topo Designs pouch. I keep my small dongles in there usually. And then I've got a Apple Magic Mouse here too, which is a very thin mouse, right? You're not really getting much thicker than that. And then in the back here, I've got the Air Split Kit right now. So check that out in another video. I'm just gonna set it back down there. This is also a part of the updated City refresh. So I can put that down here at the bottom. This pocket goes pretty much to the bottom of the bag. It goes to about right there. So if you have a lot of space on the inside, but you can already see this is kind of starting to bow out a good amount, and we're only on the front pocket here. So now, if we open the main compartment, and that's about a horseshoe zip on this side to keep room for the water bottle, and then it goes a little bit further, like, 3/4 down the side of this side. So if I open this up, you can see what I have inside here. I've just got like a laptop stand I'll set off to the side. Hoodie, rain jacket, fit a pretty good amount of stuff, but it is kind of hard to get to when everything is packed in here. Little packing cube too. And then you can see we have space for a laptop. I've got my laptop off to the side right now, but the 16-inch fits in nice and easy. There's a lot of fabric here at the top, so I was often finding myself kind of scrunching this down to get the laptop inside. But at the same time, you have a good amount of give, and this is a pretty big open area on the inside here. Little silica packet down there. Looks like that kind of stayed in there during the testing phase. All right, and then I had my sweatshirt in here. This is a very kind of big liner pocket, so just for added separation. I don't know, I don't really know if this is necessary. I mean, maybe someone would like that there, but it seems like a lot. And you have these two liner pockets here as well. So this is like the perfect bag if you have really slim items and you love packing perfectly. But once you start getting anything bulky in here, even like a glasses case is relatively bulky and can really interrupt the flow of this bag. So I think if you're looking at this bag, think about these pockets more as options for your stuff. If you're planning to maximize every single pocket in this bag, you're probably gonna have a bad time unless what you carry is super well considered. But if you're watching this channel, it probably is. And then there's one extra pocket, and this is where it really kind of came into play. I've got just sunglasses in there, a passport wallet, and then I've got my headphones on top. Also forgot to mention the nice material here, very soft to the touch and protective for electronics. We have this top pocket here as well, which uses that same fabric, and it's nice and padded. But oftentimes I would find myself having trouble utilizing this. So I would leave kind of this top part open, and even with the laptop here, and then stuff in these pockets and back here, it kind of just becomes a lot. So I often found myself trying to shove the items in the top here, and I think I just might have had the bag too full for the way it's intended to be used. So that's like kind of my main synopsis of this bag. Is it's a slick package. Everything's pretty refined, though you need to look at these pockets more as options than things that you can really maximize out. And I would personally take maybe a couple less pockets, or maybe even a slimmer pack with like one open area, like a GoRuck or something like that, instead of having all these little pocketing options. But your mileage may vary there. Again, I found myself this kind of got squeezed, right, from anything in here or anything in this main compartment. And then one other sneaky thing to mention, which I love and more bags should totally do, is this little tiny pocket up here for air tags or tiles. So that you just slip your air tag in there or your tile in there. And I think that's really awesome. And that beats using like a little tag or a keychain or putting it somewhere, every time, because you don't want this thing to move and you want it to be in a secure place. And I really love that. I wish more bags would do this. This Nomad wallet actually does it as well. There's a tile actually embedded here, so check out the review on that if you'd like. Yeah, so, you know, overall, yeah, solid pack. Make sure that you look at all the pockets here as options. So there you have it, the Air City Pack. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel, and we will see you in the next video.